How to stop your content from going stale. Welcome to Marketing for Owners, episode 58. Content is all over your marketing, your writing, your website, your leaflets, your sales letters. That's content. And this is, so we're not discussing content marketing, we're just discussing the content of your content. Once you write it, it's done, job done. But what happens when you read it in a couple of years? Might look a bit old, eh? So how do you stop that looking stale? Because you can't control, if this is going to go on your website, you can't control what Google is going to spit out in a couple of years. Say, for example, most of you know I'm in a fire safety business. Say you've written an article that explains the fire extinguisher servicing regulations in 2015. When somebody digs that out in 2017, it's just going to make you look lame. They don't think, oh gosh, Google's given an old result. They think, oh, this company's out of date. How do you stop that happening? Systems. Sorry, systems again. You know I like them. The other thing is constant writing as well, but let's start with the systems. Firstly, when you do write something, and you will write something, please be blogging, please, please, please be blogging. When you write something, as well as popping it on your website, how about recording it in a spreadsheet? Use something like Google Docs, easy, free, comes with any Gmail account. Pop the URL of the website, of the actual article on your website in that spreadsheet and decide what type of content it is. You can say general, evergreen, regulation, updatable, something like that. Give it columns. Now, if for instance you wrote about that 2015 article, that is going to be a regulation. Now you're going to decide in another one how often you think that will need reviewing. Of course, you're in your trade or industry, you should know. For example, in that fire extinguisher servicing one, I would know that that is unlikely to be changed more than annually. So once a year. What do I need to do when it comes up? Because I'm going to enter into a diary every so often, the annuals, the quarterlies, the biannuals, whatever, to review them. When I come to reviewing it, I'm just going to scan through and just check that it's up to date. If it isn't, I'm going to change perhaps the title, say change it from 2015 to 2016. I'm going to change the bits in it, and I'm going to pop at the top, this was last updated on blah, 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 and this is now current. You could even put this will, if it's a regulation, you can put this will next be updated, just in case that's a popular one people are going to come back to. If you think about all of the content you could put on your website or in your leaflets, if you have a central database like that on a spreadsheet, it can be reviewed anytime. It wouldn't take very long. It's not a chore. You just scan through. So just record it at the start, decide what it is, decide if it ever needs updating. Don't forget, a lot of this will just be general or evergreen that you never need to look at again. This isn't a lot of work, but it does systemize, keeping you up to date and making you look fresh and not stale and lame. Think about it. The other alternative, of course, is to blog and write constantly. That doesn't mean every day, doesn't even mean every week, just constantly, consistently putting up new information as it becomes available. In that rewrite, in that article that's gone out of date, when there is a new one, you write about the new one, brand new article, go into the old post and put at the top, there is a newer version of this at, and point them to the new URL, so it keeps them on the fresh content. Shows your customers that you are good and that you're bringing out new news all the time and that you're useful to them. That's what's important. Does it make sense to you? Works for us. Makes it dead easy. Anyway, It's Wednesday, time for a friendly follow. Our good friends at Twitter give us lots of examples of varying businesses, and today we're going to talk about a business called Seamless. So their Twitter handle is just Seamless. Now, I think their website is seamless.com. They're based in the USA and the UK, and they provide, if you're a big business and you provide food for meetings, staff, clients, whatever, you bring food in, they do all that for you. They have a website and they liaise with local restaurants so they can give you an inordinate amount of choice. But they do all the heavy lifting. You just order online, they bring it in from all the local restaurants, and you get a single bill. Now, I found out that because I found their website. I was tempted. I found a Twitter handle. I was tempted. I went to the website and I found out that in about 2 minutes, because they had a helpful explainer video on the front page. It told me everything I need to know. The reason I want you to look at their Twitter stream is because they have a way of kind of tempting you. They use food. All the little blighters, they use food photography and recipes, and the food looks great. It makes you feel hungry. Now, they've got 145,000 followers last time I looked, and they follow back a 30-odd thousand, which is good. But they get retweeted, they get a lot of shares because they make it very tempting, very visual. What an excellent way of getting your brand out and about. Go look at twitter.com/seamless. See what I mean? See if that will apply to your business. I bet you it will.